Hello my dear children, how are you all? Today we are going to start with second standard unit 4. The name of the lesson is A Real Patriot. Children, you can see on the screen what the people are doing. They are doing work. Here there is 2-3 lines where one of the person he is expressing his feelings for a country. Do you know who is that person? Barack Obama. He was USA president. What he says? Freedom without love or charity or duty or patriotism are unworthy of our founding ideals. He says, where there is no love, where there is no love, duty and sincerity towards the work, that is unworthy of having a freedom. As we move on to the lesson, children, you can see here there are some people who are doing work. And there is another person also who is observing to those people. What this lesson says? Shall we learn? 3 men were cutting stones at a factory site. So what they are doing, children? They are cutting stone. Where? In a factory. There is a place in factory site. They are sitting and cutting the stone. A wise man who was observing them for a long time felt that all of them were committed workers. That means they were sincere to work. So that fellow, one of the person you can see on the screen, there is a person who is observing for a long time. He felt that they are so committed to the work. He wanted to know if all 3 had the same ideas. So what this wise man did? He went to the first worker and asked him, "What are you doing, my friend?" The disturbed worker answered, "Why, because he was busy in doing the work." "Can't you see?" said the man. The worker told, "Can't you see? I'm cutting stone." Then the wise man asked, "Why are you doing it?" The man patiently said, "The contractor asked me to do so. I get money for this." So the wise man asked, "Hey, why are you doing this?" So he says, "The contractor, the one who gave work for this labor." So he says, "This work is being given by the contractor and I should do it. I see you work for the wages. On daily basis are you working?" What he asked. Later, the wise man went to the second man and asked him, "Why are you cutting the stones?" "Friend," he asked, "to earn a living. If I earn, I can look after my family. Well, I have a big family to care for, and my wife is sick." There was no enthusiasm in what he said. "You mean you do this work for the family?" The wise man asked. "That means you're not doing for your sake. You're doing for the sake of family." the second worker, he says, my wife is sick. If I earn, I can run my family, I can take care of my family. But in that sentence, he was not so happy. He was not so happy to express. Finally, accepting a similar reaction, he went to the third man and asked him, hello friend, what are you doing? The man replied with a smile, sir, I'm working for my country. Children, here 3 of them were there. The first one got disturbed. He says, the work is being given by contractor, so I'm doing. If I do, I'll get money. And the second person told, I should take care of my family, so I'm doing. But the third person told what he told? I'm working for my country. For your country? How can it be? The wise man questioned. Our government is building a factory here. Many people get jobs. It means that the children will be educated. The younger minds build a better society. Thus, our nation will develop. The wise man was surprised to notice that a simple man was able to think so high. He said, you are a real patriot. What is such a feeling, na children? Towards a country, my country, our country. The third worker, yes, he is telling, I'm working for my country. In that place, the government is going to construct a building. And in that building, there are so many people who can work. And that work, what happened? When they do work, what they are doing? They are taking care of their family. And naturally, their children will get education. And those children will come up in the life and our country will be developed. And he says, what a good patriotism, what a good patriotic you have towards your country. Desha Bhakti, Namma Desha. The wise man was surprised. The wise man says, what a patriotic you are towards a country who loves his country very much. Yes, children, always we should never think of us. We should never think of ourselves. We should think of others also. Be dedicated to your work. Be sincere to the work. Then naturally, the people will notice you and they learn from you. As we move on to the lesson, there is a new poem related to this lesson. Children, I hope you have understood this lesson. Thank you. Children, today we are going to start with 2nd Standard English, Unit 4, Poem. Unit 4, lesson. Did you come across the video, children? Did you hear the video? Did you watch video? Now we are going to start with a new poem. Go not to the temple. The name of the poem is Go Not to the Temple. You may be thinking, we should not go to temple. No, the poet doesn't say that. What is the real meaning of this poem? Go not to the temple. What it is? We will learn now. Go not to the temple to put flowers upon the feet of God. First, fill your own house with the fragrance of love. So the poet says, simply don't go to the temple. We all love to visit temple, right children? You'll go to temple and you'll put the flower in the feet of God. First, fill your own house with the flowers, with love and joy. How happily we go to temple. In the same manner, we are supposed to be in the house also. We are supposed to take care of our family members. We should feel happy. Go now to the temple to bow down your head in prayer. First, learn to bow in humility before your fellow men. Going to temple and just bowing down is not a prayer. First, you should have human nature, that is humble. Humble yourself, then naturally the God will lift up you in your life. Humble yourself. Help others. Go not to the temple to pray on bended knees. You can see on the screen what the people are doing. They're going to temple. Yes? On their knee. First bend down to lift someone who is in down. Try to help the needy one. Help them. Who is below to you. Who is in need of help. Go not to the temple to ask for forgiveness of your sin. First, forgive from your heart those who have sinned against you. Yes, we do mistake. Right, children? We do mistake, wrong things. And going and asking, forgive our sin, Lord. Going and asking the forgiveness for God. Instead of that, the one who has done to you wrong, the one who had hurted you, forgive them, the poet says. First, you forgive them. Then naturally, the Lord will forgive your sins also, your mistake also. Children, this poem is being adapted from Rabindranath Tagore's poem. This poem speaks about the truth, how the human being should be. I hope you have understood this poem. Thank you.